Hello, dear amigas and dear amigos. Today I'll be reviewing this album here. It is called Injustice for All by the great thrash or heavy metal band Metallica. And before I start with my review and my recommendations, pressing recommendations, CD or vinyl versions or whatever there is, cassettes maybe, if you're into this ones, but as you might see in another video from me, I'm not really a cassette guy. And first of all, I want to please you to subscribe to my channel, and if you to watch this video in its entirety. And if you liked it, then give me please a thumbs up. That helps me a lot, especially subscribing to my channel. So after the intro, I want to tell you something about this album here. It is the first album of Metallica, released in 1988 already, and it was the first one without the great Cliff Burton on bass. Some people say that because Cliff died and his replacement was Jason Newsted, this fine gentleman here. Some say that because of his death, they turned the bass so low that you virtually can't hear it on this record. And I tell you, it's true. And on every version that you get, that you can get of this album, legally, there is no bass. It's really not audible. So some say that this was the reason. Some others say that Lars have fracked up the mix because he wanted to hear himself very clear, and that's true. I tell you, the drums are really great audible here. They're really in front. But that's all you hear. Only the drums, the guitar, and the vocals. But no bass. But anyway, another thing what I tell about this record here is I think it's maybe I think it's really a hard album, really hard, really thrash metal. Heavy thrash metal. I've heard some other reviews where some people said that they normally listen to really avant-garde jazz, really strange jazz, and that they like this album because it's because of the arrangements and everything and the guitar solos and how they play it. But it's really good musically, man. Even here. Kirk Hammett said, the lead guitar player of Metallica, that his solos in Blackened were some of the complicated ones that he ever played, and that's maybe true. Really, I think technically, musically, it's really a great album. But let me tell you why I can't give this record 5 stars. I give it 3.5, and not the full 5 stars. First of all, when the great musical genius Cliff Burton died in that terrible bus accident back in 1986, I think that they lost really very much of their musicality. And if you ask the other Metallica members about Cliff, they always tell you that he was the most gifted musician in the whole band. And he, somehow I've read that he also made the arrangements in their music. So, for example, like the track that he wrote, Orion from the great album Master of Puppets. First of all, it starts with really slow. Then comes this solo. Then this part. You always have to arrange music when you're making it. You make a verse. You make a chorus. So that's the basic things. And Cliff was always up front when it came to this. That's what I heard from them. And when he left, Lars had some more do the arrangements, and that's the thing that I don't that I have to criticize, because he, first of all, Lars is not really an educated musician. Some even say that he's a bad drummer. I think he's kind of average, mediocre. It's okay. He knows how to play. Not very, very good, like for example, Mitch Mitchell from the Jimi Hendrix Experience, or like Jason Bonham from Led Zeppelin. But he knows how to play the drums. And like I said before, that's the criticism I have, apart from the missing bass on this mix. Is the songs go on and on forever, like 9-minute songs here the second one, for example. Then The Frayed Eyes of Sanity is 7 minutes long. To Live Is To Die, 9 minutes long. Really overlong tracks on this album, and they become repetitive. That's what I want to say. And sometimes monotone even sounding. Yeah, because there's not much. How can I say that? In Germany we say Abwechslung, difference in the arrangements. That's what I wanted to tell you, and therefore I can't give it 5 stars. Only 3.5, and this is also an album that I don't listen to very much from Metallica, despite being some of maybe the heaviest album they ever did. Yeah, so let's give it a review about the tracks that I really like. Best track that I really like is called One. It's a song about a soldier who lost in the war his both legs, both arms. He can't even communicate. It's a song they made about a movie from the 70s. Quite interesting movie. I watched it once, and I can recommend this one too if you're into war movies and something like that. Great music on one. Fantastic, best track on this album. They always play this one live on every Metallica concert. And like I said, great guitars, great drums even by Lars on this track. And it was the first real music video that Metallica have ever recorded for that song, for one, back in 1988. So, but it starts with also a great opener, Blackened, really hard track. Like I said before, fantastic solos by Kirk Hammett on this one. Then the overlong Justice for All, fantastic lyrics. But it goes, like I said, a bit repetitive, those 9 minutes, but hard track, and also one of the highlights of this whole album. Then Eye of the Beholder, it's also 6-minute track, also hard rock. It's thrash metal from start to finish. There's no ballad or something like on this album. Maybe the song To Live Is To Die, one of the last songs that Cliff Burton has written too. So they finished them without him. Also a highlight of this album. Then maybe also Harvest of Sorrow. But the other tracks, great thrash metal, but sometimes a bit too much repetitive, like I said before. And also I like to mention this is the third and last album that they recorded with the great Flaming Rasmussen, who also recorded Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets back in the 80s. Sadly, they changed him, the producer, after this album. I liked him very much. I like Flaming Rasmussen. He also recorded the 1983 Rainbow album, Bent Out of Shape, which is also a great album, in my opinion. Some might even say it's not real hard rock, but it's a bit poppy, but it's a great album anyway. That's what I wanted to tell you, and now comes for pressings. That's the thing. There are no versions of this album here that sound really good because of the bad mixing, in my opinion. They have they have somehow missed or lost the bass in their mix. There's no bass. Even on the remaster from, I think, 2018, I've heard the CD version, and I think it's a bit better. You could almost think that there's bass, but still, it's still the original mix. You know, this. I'm not very much a fan of those remixes like they do on albums, but this is one album that would certainly benefit from a remix. I think if it's done right, you know, not a loudness remaster or something like that, like they did with the 2004 Megadeth remixes, which I didn't like, never really liked. Although I got to say that the drums sound sometimes a bit punchier than on the originals, but that's the only positive thing I can say about this. Yeah. So, what's this version? Maybe you're asking, well, what's this version? This is the first, I think, EU version from 1988, as you can see here. And you want to see also the inner sleeves. I could say a baddest picture by them, by the whole band, with the sunglasses. And here are the lyrics to this album. Yeah, really nice. The links, you get just the Metallica logo. Now I want to tell you, so it's not the Gatefold, although it's a double album. Also, gonna say that. So let me show you one record. Because I always want to see if someone makes some reviews, I want to see the disc, actual disc, you know. Here for side 4, example, To Live Is To Die. Oh, that's the original label. It's a disc made in Holland, and it sounds really good. It's pressed nicely, really well done, but it has no bass. Yeah. So this was my review for this still great Metallica album. Look, maybe if it wasn't released by another band and not Metallica, I would rate it 4 stars maybe. But because it's Metallica and they have recorded albums like Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning, I just can't give it 5 stars. You know. So this was my review and my recommendation for this album. I hope you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would help me a lot. So thank you for listening and watching. Until the next time, and goodbye and peace.